said that I ever told her.
He's saying it.
Oh, said
all...
she said that he said last night. Then you confirm because you're... Where did the rumor come from? Where did the rumor come from?
Everyone needs to calm their titties. Welcome back to the channel, Panda Pals. Let us talk Hunt for Love, the show where grown-ass adults fight like itty little babies for people that they've only known for a week. If you thought last week was chaotic, this week really said, hold my beer. So, buckle it up, cuties, and let's get this show started. We're back at girls' night. Tiffany is shouting, "Stop treating Cole like a dog!" And Jen is screaming, "They love it! They love it!" And Elise is in the background like, "Fishing! You're fishing! Fuck you!" And then Tiff tells Jen to f right off, and then she storms off out of there.
You really love it. Cheers for that. So, you go yourself. Put boundaries.
Cállate.
You need some boundaries, girl.
Out of here.
Jen is like, Tiffany is such a freaking hypocrite.
What is wrong if I want to date 2 men at the same time? Tiffany is dating 3 men at the same time.
Again, dearest Jennifer, no one is criticizing you for the number of people that you are dating. They are criticizing you for treating them like shit.
Jen's kind of treating Cole like shit, and we all think she's banging Rob behind Cole's back.
So Tiff, Chantel, and Elise are having a little shitbox sesh, and they're like, all Jen is capable of doing is talking louder and louder than you so that you cannot call her out on her bullshit.
She's a liar. Like, let's be real. And she's Cole over, and Cole keeps going for it.
I feel like at a certain point, if a person is not willing to take off their rose-colored glasses, there's honestly so much you can do, right? Sometimes you just have to let that person go through some character development and be there to help them pick up the pieces. Jen is left with May and Nikki, who are definitely trying their best not to piss her off, and they try to kindly convey the point that Elise and Tiff could not.
He has been possessive.
He's just confused. If it were me, I would just cut it off.
Now, you can see on Jen's face that she kind of has this mini moment of realization that these two girls are not gonna be taking her side, so she entirely pivots and changes her stance.
Yeah, I'm getting so tired of this situation.
It's so toxic.
May is like, I don't really know why everybody and their mother gives a shit about what is going inside of Jen's vagina, but she is definitely leading both of these men on.
I think she's a little possessive. She's afraid to just choose one because if one backfires, then other women will be trying to grab on that.
May is like, we should probably go and check in on those other girls who stormed out of here. And Jen is like, yes, you're so right. Let's go make sure that all the girls are good because I am a girl's girl. That's what we do.
Yeah, vamos, because I don't like this. Like, as girls, we should have other girls back.
And then May and Nikki look at her like, ah, there's that other face. Now, over at boys' night, Carlos is like, Jay, you're a bitch. How dare you ask Tiff out after I told you it was okay? I've known her for 10 whole days. She is mine.
Talk your ass over here. I came in, you're scheming, you're a bitch.
Rob is over here giggling like a little schoolgirl, and he is loving this.
Definitely can appreciate there being a night where it isn't about what is Rob doing, like.
And we all know I am not his biggest fan, but I am very happy to be hearing about something other than Jen's vagina. Rob is like, of all the people here, I definitely know how tricky it can be when multiple dudes like the same girl, but these boys are getting way too pressed about a chick that they have only known for a week.
I think it's ridiculous for any of the guys to be that wrapped up into anybody to feel like that they're owed loyalty or anything.
I'm sorry, isn't that exactly what you want from Jen? Carlos is like, Tiff is my #1, and Jay's honestly a wet little bitch for even asking me if it's okay to ask her out.
All of a sudden, it's like, oh, I didn't do anything. I played it the right way. I just feel like that's the final straw of disrespect.
No. He is not in the wrong for asking a girl out on day 10 of a dating show.
It's not, ain't none of that worth it, because y'all gonna be 2 fellas fighting over a girl you met last week.
I actually agree with Rob. I just wish the man would take his own advice. Jay is like, I'm not fighting over a girl, okay? I am fighting because Carlos is a hypocritical little pussy-ass bitch.
Literally came to you yesterday.
Yeah, I get it.
You dapped me up and, oh, it's cool and this, that, and the other.
And Carlos is still hung up on how the first thing Jay ever said to him was, bro, can I ask Tiff out?
Bro, the guy hasn't said hi to me one time. Just a fake ass mother. Not my guy.
And Jay is like, you want to know what is so weird to me? You're here ready to fight me for asking Tiff out, but you have not said a damn thing to Rocky, who took Tiff back to her room at a party you brought her to.
You got that animosity towards me and not Rocky.
He not threatened by Rocky. He threatened more by you.
I personally want to know if Carlos is still dating around or if he's like Cole and just 100% locked in on Tiff, because he was super hesitant about her being a mother. I feel like he should maybe get to know some of the other girls here who are not mothers. Tim is like, if you turn into a moron after drinking some tequila, maybe don't drink tequila, okay?
I think this will definitely impact Tiffany's decision of her and Jay and her and Carlo. Tiffany will be embarrassed that those two men behave like that.
And then Tim is like, Jen would absolutely love two men fighting over her, implying that Tiff might not like it so much, but I don't know, I kind of feel like any person on Earth would love to have two people fight each other for their affection. Back at girls' night, Tiff is like, if Jen's gonna be a sneaky bitch, then she needs to be a sneaky bitch out loud. And then Jen saunters in right at that moment, and she's like, I'm sorry, nosy bitch said what?
¿Qué pasó? What are you talking about?
Oh, what you're doing to Cole is not right. You're a bitch to him, girl. You're a bitch.
Jen is like, ugh, people have gotta shut up. I have been nothing but honest with Cole. I am 100%, nay, 1,000% transparent. And Elise is like, no girl, you have been a heinous cunt. And Jen is like, oh my gosh, why are you like so obsessed with me?
She's really worked up about it.
I think
like,
the
you
issue's
seem
not
so
about Rob
jealous.
or Cole.
Girl, I had him
Jennifer-
before you. Or not.
And Elise hits her back and she's like, jealous of what? You did not win a prize that I want.
Girl, he picked me before you.
Why not? He didn't treat you. You show him. Look at my ass. Okay. That's why he doesn't want to talk to you anymore.
No, girl.
And then Elise is like, no. I told him to kick rocks, which, girly, no you didn't, okay? Do not lie to us. Elise is like, just be honest with Cole, and Jen is like, I have been. And Elise is like, stop lying, you fucking liar.
You were to tell Cole. I'm exploring my...
First night.
Stop lying.
I'm not lying.
Stop lying.
I'm not lying.
And with that, everybody finally starts to head back. Since none of the girls are on Jen's side, she heads into the van and starts to vent to the driver.
Vienen a mí y me juzgan. Yo creo que están celosas un poquito. Porque los chicos quieren conmigo, pero esa no es mi culpa.
After a hard little think, Tiff is like, I really don't know why I got so heated tonight. I am here for me. I really don't give a shit about making sure Cole's been burped and Jen's been put down for a nap. In the van, Tiff gets a text from Tim, and he's like, do not tell anybody, but Jay and Carlos got into a fight tonight over you. And Tiff immediately tells everybody.
Jay and Carlo got into a fight, like a physical fight.
Tiff says she doesn't want any drama, and that's why she's been transparent about her intentions with dating around. So to hear that Carlos, who has said he is not looking for a woman with kids, got into a fist fight with a guy who asked her out on a date, that really upsets her.
It makes no sense. I don't want the person who could potentially be in my life and around my kids to be so unhinged. I definitely want someone that like goes hard for me, but not like this.
All the girls share the same sentiment that they like a man who can stand his ground, but not a man who initiates and starts fights. And I think Jen is a little annoyed that men are fighting for Tiff and not for her.
Tiffany being the reason, she must feel like, they're fighting for me. I think the boys fight for whatever reason. Everybody can focus more on Tiffany instead of me.
That kind of sounds like somebody who is a little jelly. Anyway, despite what a show tonight was, the girls have made peace by being able to connect through talking the boys.
Men are really emotional. I feel like the girls are here like, let's have fun and date everyone. And the guys are like, let's get married.
Back at the resort, Tiff and Tim hang out so that she can get the full scoop on what happened at boys' night. And Chantel is, I'm assuming, naked. And she's eaten, she's calling up Ashley because she cannot stop thinking about her. And Ashley over the phone is like, I miss you. It's so hard living life without you. And Chantel tells her she feels exactly the same way. It's a new day, and everyone is heading out to a cenote. Tim is hanging out with Elise, and he could not be more excited.
I'm really hoping that we get a chance to bond and maybe I can make a connection.
And then Tim starts to ask a whole bunch of bizarre and very sexually focused questions. He asks Nikki if she's ever worn her motion sickness glasses while doing the devil's tango. And then he asks Elise what her body count is and if she's ever had an STD.
He's asking some funny ass questions. You know, to each their own. I'm not gonna judge Tim, but I don't know, Elise seems to be having no problem with it. And it could work. Never know. You never know.
They get to the cenote. It is gorgeous. And they all grab some drinks and hang out. Carlos is with Tiff, Tim, and Elise, and he tells them what went down last night between him and Jay. And he's like, Jay asked me if he could ask Tiff out, and then he's telling everybody that I said it was cool, but that is not what happened. And then all of a sudden, we are calling each other bitches, and he tries to punch me.
I mean, for me, it was happening like all so quickly.
Yeah.
Jay swung at me and we had to be pulled out.
But did you throw a punch?
I didn't throw a punch.
And Elise is like, oh my gosh, Tiff, if that doesn't tell you that Carlos is super serious about you, I don't know what will.
Did that not tell you he likes you? I told you.
Tiff is like super confused right now because Carlos is being super hot and cold.
I'm really getting mixed signals from Carlo. How do you go from being on the fence about me to getting into a fight with a guy just because he asked me out?
So, the conclusion that Tiff has reached is that Carlos likes her more than he is letting on, and maybe saying yes to Jay was the wrong choice, which I do not agree. I think she should go on the date with Jay because even if Carlos does like her more than he's letting on, if he cannot be honest about his feelings for her, then she is the one who's going to have to deal with the consequences of, you know, him being wishy-washy and hot and cold. And I'm sorry, but you have kids. You ain't got time for that. Jen and Cole head off on their own, and Jen vents about what happened last night with the girls. And she's like, ugh, Cole, we were having so much fun, but then everyone had to bitch about me and how I'm treating you and Rob like shit again.
And it's just, it has been too long, the same thing over and over and over. I'm just so tired of this bull.
You and me both. We've been in the middle of it for a long time, and I'm sick of it myself.
Nick calls Tim over to have a little chat because Timmy boy over here is a tough nut for him to crack. He can't really get an accurate read on him.
He's got a repertoire of excuses, I'll call them, to deal with perceived rejection. I'm the oldest one here. I'm not as good looking as the other guys. He's kind of got them ready to roll.
So Tim confides in Nick, and he tells him that he's been vibing with Elise.
She's like a bro. I mean, she's got that bro mentality, but she's still feminine.
But he is hesitant about asking her out because they have become really good friends, and he doesn't want to lose that.
I haven't been to dating scene in a while.
Okay. Sometimes the best game is to not have game and just be yourself, then, right?
And I don't have games, so.
And then Tim is like, Elise does seem receptive to me, but almost all women are because I am not an asshole and I listen to them when they talk. And like, damn, we really need to stop letting the bare minimum be exceeding expectations. Rob is hanging out with May and he asks about girl night, and I'm sure he wants to get the dirty dish so he has more fuel to start fires with later, but May does not focus on the drama at all, and instead she focuses on the fun stuff.
We kind of talked about each other's fantasies.
And what was yours?
A couple of guys.
What's a couple?
7.
May, you freak! Girls, 7? First of all, that is a very specific number, so you have definitely thought this one through. I need to know what each person is doing in this fantasy of yours because in my mind, you could technically accommodate 5. So what are the remaining 2 doing? You know what? Maybe I don't want the answer to that. Never mind. I don't want to know.
I mean, she's gonna have to use both hands, both feet, and every hole she's got, and that's a whole different type of orgy. May is a wild one for that.
7 is more than a basketball team. It's damn near a baseball team.
Elise is with a whole other group now, and she tells them how Jen told everyone that Cole told everybody Elise is f***ing rough. Sorry. Sometimes when I write these recaps, I'm just like, Jen said, Cole said, Tiff said, Usman said that Tiffany said. Just gets really stupid. Anyway, Elise is hurt because she thought her and Cole were friends, but clearly that is not the case because he's willing to lie about her just to get Jen in his bed.
Kind of want to just get down to the bottom of it. Why would he spread a rumor about me? That's not cool. And I've made sure he's okay when he's sitting crying on my doorstep, crying over Jen.
So everyone watches as Elise walks over to Cole and Jen so that she can confront them, and Jen is just like, oh my God, here comes the drama queen.
I'm gonna go talk to him.
There she is, coming to instigate.
Uh-oh.
So let me just observe.
So Elise is like, there have been rumors going around that I have been sleeping with Rob, and Jennifer over here told me that you, Sir Cole, are the one who started all of it.
Did you tell Jen that I was Rob? Yes or no?
No, I didn't tell
He
Jen
heard that.
No.
He heard that.
He's a big boy. He can talk for himself.
So Elise is like, Jennifer, kindly shut up. Cole, okay, so you did not start the rumor, but did you tell Jennifer about the rumor?
So did you say that?
I said no, I did not tell Jen that.
So you did not tell Jen
I said no.
Okay, Jen, so who else said that? Because you told me.
Why are you gonna lie?
So Elise is like, let's just take this to the rest of the group. And they go to ask everybody else as if the person who actually started the rumor is going to admit to it. So Chantel comes over and she's big mad and she's like, why are you spreading rumors about Elise? And Cole is like, no. Tiff is the one who told me Elise was banging Rob.
Tiffany told me that.
Tiffany?
You see who's instigating things?
Cole said you said that.
So you're telling me?
I actually do think Tiff said that because if you don't remember, a couple episodes ago, she was telling a group of people that the room next to her, a lot of sexy sounds were coming from there, and she thought it was Elise and Rob because she thought it was Elise's room. But then it wasn't until later that she found out it was Jen's room. So yeah, I would believe Tiff started the whole thing. Anyway, Cole is like, why are we even focusing on this? Let's just let it go because honestly, no one gives a shit. And Elise is like, no, we are getting to the bottom of who is talking shit about me. And surprisingly, Jen is on her side and she's like, yeah, let's suss out the rat.
Rob, what the hell you did now?
I'm in the conversation without even being over there.
Great.
Well, who's sleeping with Rob?
Literally.
Rob, run.
So Rob runs away because he is so over all of this bullshit. And he's like, I don't know how this rumor started because Elise and I were over before we even started.
Cole's walking around crying to everybody about it. So then you got people who are feeling sorry. They want to try to help Cole. That's the birth of this obsession with what is Rob doing? What is Jen doing?
So they beckon Tiff over, and for a rare moment, I'm like, I think Rob had the right idea running away. Cause this, honestly, is a little stupid.
Who said that I ever told her?
He's saying it.
Who told you that she is sleeping with Rob? Who? I did not say that.
Clarify who is making up here.
So Tiff is looking at Cole like, really? Really? How could you? But again, I think she definitely said it and maybe she just legitimately forgot that she did.
I think Tiffany's starting rumors everywhere.
Me?
About everybody. You're the hypocrite. And then you turn and about.
So Elise is screaming at Cole, who is screaming at Tiff, who is screaming at Jen, who is screaming at Chantel, and everyone else is just looking over at them and they're like, they all know that they could like not care, right? Like that is a legitimate option.
Where did the rumor come from? Where did the rumor come from?
Now, I don't know why Chantel is so pressed about this, but she is. Tiff is like, I will bet my bottom dollar that Jen started the rumor so that she does not have to deal with Cole's feelings.
I think Jen's just saying it. She doesn't want to deal with Cole's feelings. She wants to do whatever with Rob, so she's going to try and cover it up. You don't have to bring other people into it.
Cole tells everybody that he honestly does not remember who told him that rumor, and Chantel is like, well, isn't that just convenient? And Tiff is like, Jen, control your mans. And even though Jen is yelling at Tiff, she's also yelling at Cole because he isn't being clear or, you know, whatever he's saying isn't giving her the desired effect.
The rumor was made by inside the
remember who started this rumor. I don't remember where I heard it from the very first time. I've had this.
Now, all the girls are just shouting at Cole, and Cole is like, dude, f this, f all of y'all, and then he just walks away. And he says that he isn't the one spreading the rumor, but it is self-serving because Rob sucks.
It proves all he's interested in doing is womanizing, and I just think that he's a low-quality man.
My theory, I think Tiff started the whole thing by gossiping that she heard sexy noises in the room next to hers and she thought it was Rob and Elise. And Cole took it and ran with it because it made Rob the bad guy and Jen would hopefully lose interest in him if he's just a man who will stick his wiener in anything with a hole. Then Cortney arrives. She is emotionally exhausted, and she tells everybody that Cole broke his leg in multiple places, and she's been telling everybody at the hospital that she is his wife so that they'll let her stay with him and take care of him.
He sent me a scary text today.
He was like telling me like if I die under anesthesia, make sure like Deb knows and all this, and I just like burst into tears.
Next week, it looks like Chantel is going to try and come out.
Before I decided to come, someone who I just thought was a friend actually told me that they had feelings for me.
I am a little scared to tell everyone.
It looks like Tiff gets into some hot water herself.
I'm gonna beat someone's ass today.
I've never been a liar. I've never gone behind anyone's back.
And Rob and Cole fight some more.
Sound like a little bitch right now. Think you scared me, bro?
You drive me nuts.
Make a mother move, bro.
Okay, that was exhausting. Anyway, if you enjoyed watching emotional toddlers scream over who said what about who slept with who, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, give the video a big thumbs up, and let me know down in the comments all your thoughts about everything. I honestly love reading them all. I hope to see you for the next one, and as always, thanks for not letting me ride this train wreck alone. Bye!